Hello everybody, welcome back to Wallaby Racing League. And tonight is tier number 1 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Round 7 of season number 10. Okay, I'm getting pings. Time to close Discord, I think. Because we do not need this many pings. There we go. So, it is the final race for everybody except for tier 4 before the break. Of course, we have AusGP next weekend. Everyone's getting very excited for it. It's a very big race. First race of the season. It's at home in Melbourne. So it'll be very good to see cars back. And we obviously gotta have a week break for it. So Tier 4 will of course race this Sunday, but it will just be Tier 4 as they will clashed with China, IRL China at some point if we had a race on that day. So as soon as Tier 4 finishes on Sunday night, trade window will begin. The most exciting part of the season. So Pop Top Mongo, he should be the first to cross the line. Unless, yeah, Samuel on an outlet. But not only do we have Campbell Adams racing tonight, once again, he's full time. We have, where is he? Ryan Cox racing tonight. So very stacked grid tonight. The two very big drivers in this Oceania region racing tonight. And they also both raced at Abu Dhabi last season, believe it or not. So I think Fat Cat first across the line of 21.4 sets the benchmark. Pop Top's coming to the pit, so he is done. We'll have ZK coming through the hotel section. And we'll see what time he puts on the board. Slides the cab a little bit there. It's a 21.9. Only a 10th off Campbell. So a very good lap from Fat Cat to kick us off. And close Ryan Cox. 21.5. And Left 4 Dead goes third fastest. Now, was once again, I didn't think I would have had to do comms tonight. We did not get the standings on my OBS, so I'm going to read it to you off from my phone. Jamie goes fastest. Great lap there to put it on provisional pole. Still 12 minutes to go in the session, so plenty of time for things to occur. But yeah, last week Campbell took the victory. Jono holds the lead of the championship, and it is Meowsy in second on 157 points. 7 points behind Jono. So very interesting. Oxchilla gained 2 places. 1 place gained from Alex Healy to 3rd, and Lefferdet also gained a place to 4th now. It's still very close between those top guys. 29 points separate the top 5 in the championship. So it's very close so far, and even behind it's still very close. So we're at the halfway point after this round. Peace out, fraud. It's OG Campbell Adams. Very funny how he still has it as his name. Thought it would have just been a 1 week thing, but it is certainly not. But Mango Monster isn't much better. I will say that. You are not what now? Oh, Cooper's also joining Quali. I think he is, at least. He might need an invite. But do I have him added? Nope. Oh, he's not on my list. Sam, what? I don't even know what Farmer Sam sounds like. I haven't talked to the guy. Maybe once. I can assure you I am not Farmer Sam though. Oh no. XD Lamb in the lobby? No, I don't think I have him added. His name's Ryan 80. I'll sound like a farmer, sorry. I thought you said Farmer Sam. Okay. It is MaxiBoy31. I will type it in for you. Because I don't think I've got you added. I've typed it in the chat. Because I don't think I've got Lamb added. I also need Cooper the bot in here. And I don't know what his EA is. I'm pretty sure it's like a K or something now. I don't even, oh yeah. Wooly doesn't do comms for us. That's all I can say. Name's Jackson Barney. Yeah, I don't have a... Oh, this might be him. Hopefully that is. I think I've got you added. Let me know if I've just invited you. Because I think that might have been you. Doing pretty good what now? How about you? If not, just double check. If I see nothing here, then it was 100% the thing. Oh, perfect. That's it there. Um, yeah, I've just accepted you. Oh, there it is. Why? Why do you feel bad for me? So here we go, Thomas Reed on a lap now. We also have Campbell coming through the final section. Coming around the final corner now. This has been a solid lap. He was up on his time, and he comes to P4. So, 2/10 off. Meowsy at the moment. What can I say? What now? Just got so many friends. Final corner for Left 4 Dead. Is he going to go higher than his teammate? No, he won't. Won't be an improvement at all. Fat Cat win P2 Mozza. Damn, okay. Interesting shout. The odds will be pretty high for that. I mean, no, they won't, but... P3 for Jammy. That's a good shout. Looks like these McLaren boys will have their work cut out for them. Let me know when your game's restarted as well, XD Lamb, and I'll get you an invite. But McLaren boys will have their work cut out for them tonight by the looks of things. Fat Cat, Ryan Cox, and Meowsy looking very, very fast at the moment. Really? We'll see if that happens tonight. Sweet. I will... I was looking at it earlier. That'll be why, actually. I'll still get it to come up. That should be it. That should be it. It most certainly is. Very close though, I must say, between all the field. It is only 1/100th of a second separating Ox and Jono, championship leader down in 8, who will have a, however, he qualified 12th, or started 12th last week because of the penalty, and he managed to come back and score a pretty solid result, so. Got 4th, I think, so. P1 Meowsy Gaming, Jeremy Dodge. Final runs now. A cheeky toe from the Haas. And Fat Cat will now fly through the final sector now. Coming towards the hotel. Third place at the moment. But with a good lap, he can go faster. Does he have enough to knock his teammate off pole position or onto the front row? We will find out very closely. Nearly invalidates, and it's onto the front row. It's not enough to go faster than his teammate, but it is P2 for now for Fat Cat. Great lap there. A 21.399 gets into the point threes. And now the rest start their laps. Just under 300ths of a second in that first sector for Ryan Cox. It will be Campbell to start his lap first out of the McLarens. We'll see what he can do. But down the straight, no toes for Ryan Cox for now. A lot of front locking there going into the chicane there, into turn 6. Now, end of the middle sector. He lost a bit of time there. He's only 100th of a second up on his time. It is not enough to go fastest. He needs a little bit more to knock back onto the front row. Campbell's down. Can't quite see what Left Ed's doing, but let's see what Ryan Cox has in the final 2 corners. Is it going to be good enough to knock off Fat Cat off the front row? Yes, it is. 21.374. Meowsy's still on top at the moment. What can he do? Can he make any kind of improvement out of the final corner? Needs a mega final corner here. And it is an improvement. He's into the 2s. It's provisional pole for Meowsy. Brilliant lap. Sammy goes 4th fastest. Great lap for him. Is Campbell even going to improve? He will just 400ths. Left for Dead, however, is in trouble. No improvements. And the team principal once again down in 8. Websy knocks them off Oxchillo and Sammy. What a qualifying from him. And that is qualifying. It is Meowsy on pole position. Great lap there to seal it. It is indeed what now? Oh, waiting on Fat Cat. So that is qualifying. Meowsy on pole, Ryan Cox 2nd, 3rd for Fat Cat, 4th for Campbell Adams, 5th for Sammy, 6th for Oxchillo, 7th for Websy, 8th for the Left for Dead, 9th for Potato, 10th for Broadstar. And we have Jono, ZK, Pop Top Bongo, JDI Mr. Thunder, Jay Aztan, Andre, Mozza, and Ryan Adair. XD Lamb in 18th. Managed to get in quali just in time, but was not able to get a lap on the board. Fairly close quali session, I will say that. But now we have a race to look forward to. Race should be starting anytime now. Alrighty. As here we go, we're all set for this race at Abu Dhabi. It's 5 red lights. And we are underway. A little bit of lag off the start, but it is Ryan Cox. I think he got a little bit of a better start compared to Meowsy. However, Meowsy has a much better second phase, and into turn 1 he leads then. So Ryan Cox second, third for Fat Cat. Oxchillo under pressure from Campbell Adams off the start. Looks like Ox was able to get Campbell initially, and now we'll have a look around the outside. Goes very, very deep. That'll put him under pressure from Websy. Websy will have the inside, but Ox gets a nice run on that outside despite the poor entry, and it is Ryan Adair down the back has spun. Not the start he would have wanted whatsoever, as lots of bollards flying. That will hurt the no-line users, but now Left 4 Dead putting Websy under some immense pressure here. Websy giving him just enough space on that outside on the exit of the chicane, and now they run down towards turn 9, and it looks like Left 4 Dead's ahead, so he gets a position off the start. Websy dropping back, but it is a brilliant start from Meowsy. He leads. Broadstar also getting past Potato. Brilliant start for the Haas driver on his return race. I haven't seen him race the last few weeks, I believe, but he is back and very much in form. So lap 1 passes. It is Meowsy in the lead from Ryan Cox. I'm just going to get things up. So Ryan Cox second, third for Fat Cat, fourth for Sammy, fifth for Campbell Adams, sixth for Oxchillo. Then we have Left 4 Dead, Websy, Brodston, Potato rounding out our top 10. And Sammy looking very racy at the moment. Fat Cat burning lots and lots of his battery. He might be under pressure here from Sammy if Sammy wants to go for a move, which I don't think he will, but definitely Ryan Cox, out of all these three, his battery is in much better condition at the moment. I mean, he did spin. I wouldn't say he'll be going down though, but anyway. Bit of a fight back here. Toast versus Mozza. Mozza round the outside into turn 12. A brilliant overtake from the Ferrari for P14. And he gets ahead. Fastest lap goes to Left 4 Dead. A 26.017 so far. The train holding up nicely for now. Everyone all within DRS range of each other. Jono, championship leader, down in 11th. He usually does a good job at getting himself into high positions with his strategy, but it's not a great position to be, especially at a track like Abu Dhabi. So qualifying down where he has is very suboptimal for him, but let's see what he can make of it. Sammy cooking big time. He's looking pacey. I will say that he has burned a lot of his battery, but he's sticking with these guys well, and he might challenge for a strong result here. We'll see how long he goes, but he's doing very good so far. Oxchillo currently on a 2-week podium streak. Got back-to-back podiums in Kota last week, and also, what was the track before? I think it was Singapore. The track before. So great to see Oxchillo doing goods. Up in 6th at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Very strong guys up ahead of him, but at the moment, Ryan cannot get past Meowsy at the moment. A little bit of a bump there. I suspect it won't be too long before Campbell gets past Sammy. In fact, he won't have the battery here, but a lot of these guys have burnt a sufficient amount of their battery. We'll see if Campbell goes for a move or when he goes for a move on the Ferrari, which would be crucial for his race. Absolutely dominated last week at Texas. Won by 20 seconds. It was an absolute masterful drive in his first race back in Wallaby. But now he's got to fight for it if he wants to make it back-to-back wins tonight. So, still a long way to go. We will see what happens. Position change. So far, Moz is the highest, up 3. Started 17th and now in 14th. Great start from the Ferrari. Great opening few laps. Let's see what he can do from here. Rods are up 1, Left for Dead up 1, and then also Sammy also up 1. He got past Campbell at the start. And now Left for Dead's having a look then on Oxchillo. We will see if he can get it done. Ox leaving him space, but the McLaren TP fights his way through and is now up into 6th place. But Oxchillo's going to try and fight back. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. Will he have the grip? I don't think so out there. So it is Left for Dead to get it back, but Ox has the battery. He's burning big time here into turn 12. Left for Dead defends it well. Oxchillo tries to switch back. He's still there, but Left for Dead gets it done. Great bit of racing from these two. As now Left for Dead moves up into 6th place, which makes it 2 positions gained for him now. Up 6. I'm interested to see when people will decide to start pitting. Sammy's starting to drop back a little bit then from this top 3. It'll be interesting to see if he can stay in DRS. If not, Campbell will have to pounce or have to get past him. But we now have a lead change. Ryan Cox takes the lead, swaps with Meowsy, and now will lead this race. However, Meowsy looks like he wants to get it back here. He's burning a lot of the battery, and Ryan does not want to have much interest in defending that way too early at this point in time to lose time over battling for positions. So he is happy to let Meowsy back through. Backhand's dropping back a bit here, I did notice that. Dropping off from the top 3s, still within, very much within DRS, but now he is doing a bit of recharging. Campbell might, Ryan Cox might want to have a crack at him again for a possible lead stop, but he does not. With Jono under pressure. Oh no. ZK might be under pressure. Pop Top Bongo is going to have a look down the inside. What does ZK think about that? He's going to defend it very well. These two side by side then coming out of the chicane. And now side by side still down the straight. ZK is going to fight it. Pop Top does not have as much battery. He's forcing ZK the long way around the outside. He won't have as much grip out there. And Pop Top does get the move done. And Mozza now has a crack, but he will not go for it. So Pop Top gets past ZK and now moves into 12th position. Mozza coming in very early. Lap 8. Lap 7. Jumping on the hards very early, going for the monster undercut it seems. Let's see if it can work for him. There goes Ryan Cox. A swap once again, and now into the lead of this race. Yazzie once again sticking very close to him, and once again just is happy to swap back past. And Ryan does not seem to worry too much. Not yet to get a full lead in this race. Now is he very happy to just control the pack as it seems at the moment. Penalty, and it is XD Lamb not having a good day at the moment. Obviously spun at the start, and now coming into the pits, jump on the hard tyres. And it looks like the McLarens are swapping, so call has been made down at McLaren that Campbell has chosen to let Lefferted past and see if he can have a crack at the Ferrari. So Sammy has been doing well to hold that 4th position at the moment, but Campbell hasn't really looked that close to attacking him at the moment, it seems. So interestingly enough though, let's see if Lefferted can catch. Lap 10 now. I'm not sure when we'll see pit stops, but... Oh, Sammy has spun. That is big. It was doing very well in 4th place. He looked like he was all under control. And I don't know what's happened, but it is all blown away. And now, with that, Left for Dead is out of DRS range. 1.8's the gap. So these McLarens now have a bit of work to do to get back into DRS of the top 3. Otherwise, it could be over for them. So we'll have to possibly go for the undercut then to get it back. But such a shame for Sammy. Still in 9th, but was under control. Looked like he was chilling in 4th place, but these things happen. And it has happened now, so heading on to lap 11. 19 laps to go in this race. And our first pit stop's come. It's not Oxchillo, but it is Campbell Adams Potato. And looks like Websy and also Sammy coming in. Andre is the next because of penalties, but we'll see these guys react and come into the pits this lap. Alpines will have a decision to make as they do not want a double stack. So one of them might lose out a bit of time to the others, but we will see. Gap is 2.5. He's probably going to have to make a pit stop this lap, I'd say, left for dead. Will we see something from the leaders here? Who is going to pit and who is going to stay out? And it is a pit stop for Meowsy, our race leader, but Campbell Adams opts to stay out. Leffert's coming in, so he wants to get the undercut. Oxchillo's coming in, Rodster stays out. Potato, Jono, and Pop Top does a nice little drifter out of the final corner. They all stay out. So, very interesting to see what will happen there. Ryan Cox is confident that he can do something here. So where will Campbell come out? He's going to be maybe ahead of Left for Dead. He will still be behind Meowsy by quite a little bit. Only a second and a half, but and unfortunately for Left for Dead, he's now got Mozza, who already pitted for those hard tires. They won't be that worn, but he's now got to deal with Mozza ahead of him, so he's going to want to try and get ahead, which I think he's actually going to do here. Coming into turn 6 then, it's going to be an inside move for Left for Dead. Mozza will try to fight. It's going to be down the inside. Mozza will have the inside. He forces his way through, but Left for Dead gets the better run, and I think he'll have better battery, but Mozza has the DRS, so Mozza can actually get this done and fight it back. Oxchillo now waiting in the wings for something to happen. A little bit of contact has been made, and Mozza gets ahead. Being a headache for these drivers, and now helping out Meowsy big time. And Campbell. So, coming in. Jono doing the usual stay out, but Fat Cat's coming in. It is also Ryan Cox. They have pitted. Campbell's going to come out ahead here, along with Meowsy. So it's P1 and P2, and he's also jumped him in the stops. I just noticed that. He's jumped him in the stops, has Fat Cat. Sammy under pressure from Websy, and Websy goes through. So, however, Sammy has the DRS, he wants to fight it back. He wants to come back ahead. I don't think he will, and Websy will hold on and move into that place. Crazy how big of an undercut Mozza got. And it's quite impressive, I will say that. And Campbell now under pressure from the cars behind. He's now the train driver as it stands here. He really isn't pulling them in. And Fat Cat says, I'm going to go ahead. Sammy gets a penalty. I think Lefty has to get past him here. There's no other way about it for the McLaren driver. He's going to hold back, get a nice corner through turn 5. Great run, but is it enough to get ahead? Mozza trying his best to defend down the straight, and it looks like he will have it. Mozza will hold that outside. It will be the inside, and he's trying to hit him there. And that only just helps Oxchilla get through, but even Websy as well, so thank you very much. And he will now move into 7th. And Mozza now drops back ahead of it behind everyone. And unfortunately for Ox, that is costing the position. He's got a little bit of a run here. He wants to try and get past Websy, but he can't quite do it. And there goes Ryan Cox ahead of Campbell Adams. Fat Cat did lose out on the position. I did notice that, but ZK gets a penalty in 11th place. Lefford closing back in, almost in DRS range of these guys, and Fat Cat and Campbell fighting once again side by side out of turn 5. Campbell trying to stay with him, but he can't quite have the battery. Don't think Fat Cat's going to go for a move on Ryan, but these three are very close together. Now Left Dead is slowly closing his way on these three, almost back in the DRS range. So he's not out of it, that's for sure. Jono's still yet to pit. Exactly. And he got unlucky at the start. I think he had a collision with somebody. Yeah, I think these things happen in racing. He's definitely got the pace to be up there. Up here, that's for sure. I honestly do believe he does. A little bit of ghosting action going on between Rodster and Potato. For 12th place. Okay. Meowsy now into the lead. Net P2 for Ryan Cox. He's catching. Meowsy, along with these guys as Left Ed's now within DRS range. And Campbell lets him by. Go and chase down these drivers. I'm not sure. He started in this around this area. He didn't have a very good start, and now he's just stuck in this pack with ZK and Mozza, it looks like. Jono finally comes into the pits as Meowsy sets the fastest lap of the race, so he is flying at the moment. Let's see if Ryan can catch up and make this a fight for the win, as Oxchillo was able to get past Websy, and he's now in DRS range, I think. So very interesting for Oxchillo. He actually didn't get DRS. I thought he would have, but just misses out. So I'll have to wait a little bit longer to get at that DRS, but he's definitely there, and I think he will be within range very soon. Jono gets past ZK. We also got past Mozza too, so now he's up to 9th. As we see Andre going very deep. Yeah, through turn 9. There we go, Oxchillo is on there. He's within range, but pushing very hard to get into it. He's gonna have to burn his battery here if he wants DRS, but I don't think he's gonna get it. Just missing out again. I think just before the detection. Yeah, that's right, just after the detection he got in. There goes Fat Cat, past Ryan Cox to make it an Alpine 1-2 as it stands. Still quite a few laps remaining in this race, but now Fat Cat has the advantage and is now second in this race. It looks like Oxchillo just can't quite get into DRS. He's just sitting at the same gap. Very close. The good run through these few corners. He might just be able to get within range, but he doesn't have the battery, really. Trying to fight to get in there. I think he might have done it depending on the run through here. He's gonna burn, and he will have DRS. So Oxchillo has joined the fight, and so has Fat Cat catching up. He's caught Meowsy, and we now have a top 6 DRS train for the win, with 11 or 10.5 laps remaining in this race. Last race for Tier 1 before the break. 2 weeks off. Courtesy of the Oz GP and us being able to have a break for the trade window. So let's see who can get the final bragging rights before the halfway point of the season. It looks like Jono is set to lose his championship lead to Meowsy. We might just have a new championship leader. Doing very well out in front to manage the gap to his teammate. It is indeed Meowsy who will take the lead of the championship. And at this point in time, it will be Fat Cat to move up to second place, I think. So, crucially for Alex Healy missing a race will cost him, and Jono as well being behind. However, actually, Fat Cat, Jono will still be second. So, even with the poor stake, he can still make up for it though. And he's definitely not far away from some solid points. There are penalties ahead, and he will have much fresher tyres to have a chance at a top 10 finish in this race. So let's see what Mr. Jono can do. But right now, we are focusing on these front cars. 9 laps remain in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Yes, we do. As long as you have at least one wheel or two wheels over on the, what you call it? Unless you still have a wheel in the pit lane, on the actual road. So Left 4 Dead gets past Ryan Cox. However, Ryan really trying to defend here. He wants to get this back. He wants to get back into this podium position. He's got the inside line. Left 4 Dead will have the inside though for turn 7. And now loses position. But he's definitely all over Ryan Cox at the moment. But never mind. Ryan holds on. He's putting him under pressure though. He's showing him that he is there. And we have got 4 cars very much in it. But these two as well, don't rule them out. Campbell Adams and Oxchillo. They are here. So let's see. And as long as you have race director, of course, penalty can be removed. Or warning can be removed. Because I suspect it would have been quite a few. That would have been like that. Let's look at the penalties. There are 5 penalties. Websy, Sammy, ZK, Andre, and Ryan. Oh, XD Lamb, I'll say that instead. About to head on to lap 23. Not too long. Not long left in the race. Drivers will now start to fight for the positions a little bit harder. But will Fat Cat play the team game here? Will he just settle for second in order to secure a 1-2 finish for the team of Alpine, who have really crept up these last few races? They have got such a strong tier 1 lineup, and they are honestly really solid in this overall fight, along with McLaren and Williams. We were talking about McLaren and Williams all season, but Alpine have really snuck up, and they are very much in the fight as well. No positions swapped around this time. Down the first long straight. And it looks like it will be the same for the next time. However, Ryan's getting a little bit closer. Oh no! That's a massive mistake for Ryan Cox. He's going to drop down past Oxchillo here. Oh, it gets drops behind Campbell, but that's a big, big mistake. That will cost him. Trying a little bit too hard there to get close to Fat Cat, and he pays the price for it. Down to 5th. He's still not out of it. He can recover, but that now invites Left 4 Dead into a podium position. So now he's got the job to do to try and get past Fat Cat. But can it even be done? The battery difference and pace difference is looking very strong at the moment. The Alpines are looking very, very good. I hope that Lamb's not gone to Latifi. And there, the gap is now a second. That's a shame. Oxshillo will now, I think, will try to get past him here. Don't think he will, but could be P5 for Oxshillo. And he makes the move down the inside. And Ryan goes very wide. I don't know if there was a push off there from Ox or not, but things just go bad to worse there for Ryan Cox. One mistake and it is done, and he's retired and left. He's done. He's not happy, and I'm sorry, but you cannot do that. Retiring on track unless he just left and retired him, but he has had enough. So now top 5 is the main battle here. Meowsy, and then we have Fat Cat, Left 4 Dead, and Campbell Adams and Oxchillo in 5th place. So let's see, can Left 4 Dead get anywhere close to Fat Cat here? He just needs to save that battery. He needs to get somewhat close enough, and then he can start saving. Because at the moment, he's not going to get him at all with the battery he's got. These two have managed their battery absolutely perfectly. With the 85% even higher now. They're 50% higher than what Left 4 Dead's got. And he's constantly having to burn just those little bits to stay close. But these guys are going to have full battery here while Left 4 Dead's still going to be recharging. So they've just got the perfect amount of battery to burn every single lap. And I just don't see Left 4 Dead being able to get a move done. We will see though. 4 laps to go. So, just about to say, nearly dropped out of DRS, I thought Campbell, but he's still in it. Thing is, once again, look at the battery difference. It is a massive difference. Retired on track. Made a mistake. Followed by another one with Oxchillo. I'm not sure what happened, and then he just retired and left. Campbell's out of DRS. Left 4 Dead's got to absolutely push here. 3 laps to go. 3 laps. As it stands, the 2 Alpines can wrap this up. 1-2 finish. But Left 4 Dead's still there. Doesn't have as much battery though. Once again, the 60% double the battery of Left 4 Dead. We just can't do anything about it. And it's now the teamwork from these two leaves Left 4 Dead in the dust. And it looks like these two have officially gonna run away with this one. I don't think these two will swap unless they want to fight it out, but Meowsy's driven the perfect race out in front. And it could honestly be a drive that really cements himself into this championship battle. He will take the lead of the championship regardless. Jono has recovered very well. I will say that. once again, pitting so late. Coming out with the fresh tyres and catching back up. He won't get any higher than 6th, but a very, very great drive from the Aston Martin. Current championship leader, but will lose it after this race. Now Oxchillo gets past Campbell Adams. Ox with the fresher tyres by 1 lap. He says thank you very much, moves up to 4th. He's been having some great results these last few weeks, Oxchillo. I will say that. 2 podiums in a row, and now going to get 4th place. Some very, very good driving these last few races from the Sauber man. The lone Sauber on the grid tonight, as his team principal Uffenhoff is out, but still flying the flag for Kick Sauber. We're on to the last lap now. Another penalty for Sammy, that'll drop him back 6 seconds. We'll drop back behind Websy Potato, and it looks like we'll drop behind Worldstar as well. But no position swap out in front. I will say, Jono's very close to Campbell. Something's happened to Campbell, big time. Does he have like a puncture or something? He's lost so much time. What has happened? He must have a puncture. Or something. He does! He does! And that's a massive blow for McLaren, as Campbell Adams has gotten a puncture and a spun. So, that is huge for him. But it has been a brilliant race. Very well controlled out in front for Alpine and Meowsy, who comes across the line to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Fat Cat second to finish off the Alpine 1-2. Left for Dead finishes off onto the podium. A return to the podium for him. Oxchillo 4th, Jono 5th, 6th in the M for Potato, 7th for Broadster, 8th for Websy. Just want to see, will Campbell even get a point? The tyre is absolutely done and had it. And there go Jay S10 will get through and steal the point. Wow. Massive, massive blow for Campbell, who he will get a point, but he was chilling in 5th. He would have gotten 5th, but the puncture came at the wrong time. And unfortunately for him, that's cost him a lot of points, especially for McLaren, who were in a solid position to score some good points, but these things happen. And here comes XB Lamb. Finish the race. There you have it. So there we go. Meowsy will take the race victory, followed by Fat Cat, his teammate, in 2nd. 3rd for Left 4 Dead, 4th for Oxchillo, 5th for Jono, 6th for Potato, 7th for Broadster, 8th for Websy, 9th for Sammy, 10th for Pop Top Bongo, rounds out our top 10. Then we got ZK, Mozza, Andre, JDR, Mr. Thunder, Campbell Adams, S10, Toast, and then we have XD Lamb. We'll get fastest lap as well at the end there. And then Ryan Cox with the DNF. So there you have it. That's Wallaby Racing League for this week. Tune in on Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time for the last Tier 4 race before the break, the mid-season break at Brazil. So get ready for that. It should be a fun one. Hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday night. We'll see you on Sunday night for Tier 4.